Friends, 1 minute on the subway last week. Everybody was just doom scrolling on their phone. The next minute, this performer's turned on a speaker, got the music going, and is entertaining everybody. What did it teach me? What did I sort of gather from this? Everybody is so, like we see it all the time, don't we? People are just forever looking at their phones. And it really just goes to the heart of the fact that people want to be told stories. They want to be entertained. They want it presented. We want to see it. Don't just tell me, show me what you're talking about. And I want to see it right now. And so if you as a leader are feeling a sense of, I want to get greater traction, I want to be more visible, more relevant, it's all about being able to capture the moments to tell your story, to articulate the narrative, to really be able to engage people with what's relevant, what's important. It might be the before and after of what's achieved. It might be the behind the scenes story. But most people believe that their story's not worth sharing. And really, as I was sitting on the subway last week and saw, this guy earned a few dollars, it only took a couple of minutes, but he really had people's attention. There he was, performing for everybody. And most people picked it, got their phones out and wanted to capture the moment. They could see that it was worth recording and being able to share it. If you're feeling a sense of, I don't quite know what my story is, I don't want to be this vacuous content creator, just sort of, trying to get vanity metrics working on my behalf. There is so much that you can gain by leaning into this space, by creating authentic connections with people. And the work that I do coaching C-suite leaders all around the world is really heavily informed by the 3 decades that I spent in mainstream media, mostly working as a nightly news reporter and seeing for all of that length of time the real value of being able to capture the moment to tell your story. In fact, I had bosses who would say to me quite regularly, show me, don't tell me, show me. And it's sort of been burnt into my brain. We needed to have vision of the events. Countless times, news reporters, it still happens today, are sent off to crime scenes and events of other sorts, and they're told to look for security video of what's actually happened. And if they don't get good vision, either phone vision or security vision of what's happened, the story can actually die. They won't even cover it at all. And so this is how important it is for viewers, for people that we're wanting to engage with, to be shown the moments. Friends, guess what? You as a leader have all the capability that you need with your smartphone to create broadcast quality content. And as I say, everything that I've been doing for all this time in mainstream media, I now help C-suite leaders to do it themselves for internal and strategic comms, direct investor relations, engaging with other stakeholders. But it's all about how to amplify your impact, how to create content that will engage. And so it's about putting yourself in the story, speaking to camera and actually being able to tell a story of what you're doing, what's relevant, being able to do interviews with other people to put the spotlight on them, to show your rapport with other people, and then also how to, as I say, capture the moments. So let's go for a walk around here to the point here at the Opera House, because I know a lot of you will want to see. This is Thursday morning, winter in Sydney. I know, not a cloud in the sky. It is quite chilly, I've got to say. My hands are certainly feeling it. Glad I've got a second layer on. It will warm up a bit later today, making this overcoat look a little bit of overkill, but certainly right now, as I feel that cool breeze on me, it's most welcome. Lovely just sort of seeing the ferries come in, people coming in from Manly to Circular Quay here and Western Sydney as well, the northern side of the harbour. Real hive of bustling activity as people make their way into the office this morning. But this is, as I was reflecting last week on that most recent trip to the States, this is the value of being able to capture the moment. I can tell you the story of people going from doom scrolling on their phones 1 minute to enthralled by this guy for a few moments the next. The story is in all of us. Most leaders don't believe that their story is worth sharing, and yet they'll happily listen to somebody else's compelling narrative. I often hear it with, leaders who've newly been promoted into a role like CFO, and they've been very close to the KPIs, the results, the numbers of the business for a long period of time. They know it backwards. And yet in this new role, they've now got to show up and tell the story of of the work that's being done and what's being achieved, to inspire investors, the market, the board, how to be able to articulate that well. And if you're not able to do that, it actually leaves people in a space where they aren't able to get traction. And so you may well have a strong capability, you may well be incredibly familiar with the business and should be able to articulate, but if you just can't actually engage, if you can't tell that story, that will be causing people to struggle in terms of getting traction with the community, with their organisation, with the people that they're there to lead. So friends, just be inspired. It's as simple as reaching for the smartphone in your pocket. I'd love to talk to you about the coaching that I can offer and to see if it's a good fit for you anywhere in the world. As I say, I work with C-suite leaders everywhere and enjoy engaging with people, working with people who are inspired to really amplify their impact through great storytelling. Let's talk. Enjoy the view.